investing that into people like you guys or us with real estate. Here's 50,000, here's 25,000, and eventually in a few years they've doubled, tripled, some of those monies down the road.
Let's spend 10 minutes together to change your life.
Is that a pretty good market right now?
It's all right. They were pro landlord, and we had some issues for a while and everything. So that's why we started doing the affordable housing. Because on that topic, when you're in the affordable housing, if you mess up, say your rent's $1,000, you pay 300, they pay the other 70%. They pay $700 a month, and so on that, the best thing is you're only paying $300 a month. So do most people come in with brand new cars? Sometimes, yeah, and big TVs and all that, yeah. But people that really can't afford it, especially the older folks that work their butts off, they're single, and they make 70, 80 grand a year. They don't want to have a house. They never save for a house, and that's why we have programs too of people that make good money now of investing that into people like you guys or us with real estate. Here's 50,000, here's 25,000. And eventually, in a few years, they've doubled, tripled, some of those monies, down the road. But yeah, I mean, just a lot of good assets out there. So
yeah, I do have one final question for you, and I know you're not an expert or a lawyer, or are you a licensed broker? I wanted to just talk to you because we're coming into a time now where buying agents now have to get under contracts with interested buyers, and it's becoming a very weird time right now. Like for me, especially, someone might post on Facebook, I have a property, 100 unit for sale in New York. This just happened to me. And I was like, okay, like what's the city? Like, can you tell me anything about this? They're like, I need you to give me your name, your email, and you're going to have to sign an NDA. I'm like, I'm literally just asking you for the city because I don't even know if I have interest in this whatsoever. Or I know so many properties, I might already know the damn owners,
That's how I am with the hotel stuff sometimes and everything. Yeah.
Well, I mean, just what can you say as somebody just so involved in the commercial real estate space? What are your thoughts on this? Like, should I be signing NDAs all the time, left and right, with these brokers before they're even giving me like any information?
So I'm not really the best at that. So I don't hold a license. Our company, GRP Capital in Bonita Springs, they hold a mortgage broker license. I work for them. I've been doing that for I think 8 years now. I've never really brokered on the residential commercial side on the real estate end, and I've heard a lot of stuff about that. I really don't know and don't pay attention too much of that, how the buyer fee and all that is. Now NDAs, I mean, it's just somebody's like, hey, I want to send you an NDA. I'm like, for what? Like a wholesaler or a broker? I'm like, well, I got this deal. I'm like, and same thing. I'm like, where's it at? Especially if it's a hotel. I'm like, I have a buyer that wants to do it. I'm not even getting a fee. I just have him pre-approved for like $3 million for a hotel right now. I'm like, well, can your company sign? I'm like, my company's not signing anything. And then I find out it's the same guy I have that I'm trying to help him sell his hotel. I got him pre-approved. So, I mean, I don't know. Some of the NDA stuff, I mean, and some people have gotten burnt. So I understand why there's an NDA. But they can at least say, hey, here's the zip code, or it's between 60 and 100 units or something about it. But I've been in some of those daisy chain deals enough times, and we're busy enough on our assets and, just the mentorship program and everything else that I just don't have time for some of those things, like that and everything. But I don't like it. Even right now we're selling a piece of land, and we don't know what we're going to do with it right now because we have a few off-market people on there, and we got a couple brokers reaching out. How much percent you're going to give me in this and that? And then like, well, how much should I give, the person in case I have somebody else broker coming to me? And I'm like, man, I have no clue. I'm like, so we're right now trying to figure out what we're going to do on our land that we're selling for 2.75 and everything. And it's the same thing. I'm like, I never had to deal with that side. Usually we just get a broker, but we have, numerous people that are interested in it because we have different people in different states that are JV partners with us. And they're like, hey, I know somebody in New York that these guys have multiple, 10, 20, $30 million of cash that they can start building and developing here. But yeah, it's something I really don't pay attention to as much. But I do have a realtor friend that's been living with us for a little while now, hanging out and learning some of the stuff on there about, I'm not paying the fee and you're paying the fee and this. But people also got to pay attention to the person that's listing it, how much money they've paid in advertisements and signs and the work they've done, because they're splitting it and they're just coming with the buyer. how much time they spend at the house, or I know there's open houses and everything else, but it's just like in life, me being a mortgage broker, listing, hey, I can finance hotels, apartments, this and that. I don't spend a whole lot of money on it, but I'm going to a conference the next 2 days, and our company spends thousands of dollars on those events. But I really don't. I'm not
Are you
really too
going
big into that.
Lending Co. in Orlando?
Yeah. Yep, I'm going to
I'll be
Lending
there.
Co.
I'll be there. Yeah. So I'll
Oh,
see you.
really?
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. We'll catch up tomorrow in person.
Are you serious? That's crazy. I didn't. Okay, yeah, we're sponsoring. We got like a bronze. We're just walking around for it. We've done
Yeah.
these events. We've done a HOA for 11 years. Asian American Hotel Owners Association, and last year was our last year, really like sponsoring the booths at these year end, and it was like $10,000-$15,000 from these booths, not lending con. And then and like this year, I think they're in New Orleans, like $25,000 or something like that. I'm like, what? So our
Well,
president's like, what do you guys think? I'm like, just get us a room and get us a ticket for $500, and we'll just walk the show for 2 days.
Yeah.
that's what I
But
plan
yeah,
on.
lending con's pretty good in Orlando. It's getting bigger and bigger. It's like I think the third year for it. So that's awesome. I'll see you there tomorrow. That's really cool.
Ryan, what's the best way for people to reach you at home? Go on Facebook, or what's the best way for people to find you? And you could help so many people out there.
I mean, the best thing is my email is ryan@kingdomcre.us. You can always text me. People Facebook message me and they'll say, hey, I messaged you last month or whatever it is. I'm not really good at looking at that. I try my best, but I'm always on my phone, texting, calling, and then on my phone/laptop emailing. So if I start going to these apps and Slacks and everything else, I'd get distracted about all these things. But an email would be good, and then set up a time that we can talk. And if you have my cell, but yeah, text me, call me at any time, or reach out, and you guys can give my cell number out to anybody that wants it and everything as well too.
Thank you so much. You've been amazing. You're always so generous with your time and your knowledge.
Yeah, and then if anybody has any questions about anything, call us. We have a mentorship called the Core. There's 90 some people in there, so if you want to start up, it's a few $100 a month. It's not no 20, 40, $50,000 a year program. And we have people that are doctors and dentists that are in it, just sitting back and just hearing from us, hearing how we do work. There's others that are like, hey, I just want a JV. So it doesn't matter what you're looking to do. Just get your own journey of being the best you that I always say that God created. You don't want to be, hey, I want to be like you. I want to be like you. It's try to be the best you, and figure out what your buy criteria is. Figure out your location that you want to buy, and work with a really good team of partners, and have good mentors and coaches. It's really important.
Totally agree.
All right. Well, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for your time.
See you tomorrow.
Bye, Ryan.
See you guys.